guys!
We are back on BuzzChomp.
Make sure you're subscribed.
Thank you. Oh yeah.
Westworld reaction.
After our latest episode, there is a real theory of time in Westworld, and I'm here to break it all down for you. First, I know there's been some theories floating around about dual storylines, dual timelines, and the like within Westworld. Now, while those things weren't technically wrong, they were way too simple. So what we learned this week is that the past, present, and everything in between is just as real for our hosts, and they can't differentiate between what is now and what it was then. Therefore, we can't either as the viewer. We are in Westworld, and we are almost a host. Dr. Ford explicitly said this week, there is no difference between a human and a host. Humans live in loops. Hosts live in loops. Throw your idea of time out the window. Throw your idea of those timelines away. Gone, be gone. Yes, there's a timeline of the past. Yes, there's a timeline of the future. There's also a timeline in the middle. We are very clearly seeing what Maeve is remembering from her past. We also are seeing what Dolores is remembering from her past. We are seeing what Bernard is remembering from his past. Those are three key hosts that we know of. We get a little glimpse of Ford's past, but not very much. We get a little glimpse of the Man in Black's past, but not very much. Those are two people that we would consider humans, that we know of. Which pieces of Dolores are the present and which are the past? Now, the main dual timeline theory states that Dolores is with William in the past, and Dolores and the Man in Black are in the present. And some people think the Man in Black and William are the same person. It does not add up for me personally, especially with that distinguishing facial feature, which they could have easily given to the Man in Black, but he does not have it. So unless he got it removed with his vast riches in the real world, which I suppose he could have gotten it removed, it was a mole, birthmark, what have you, I think that's a bit of a stretch for your audience. It was very clear this week that Dolores is living the past, present, and the middle all at once. She went back to the town in which she was originally created, trained, and then apparently she murdered everybody, I'm assuming at Arnold's behest. She was back there in the present time, and there was the Black Church steeple. Now, we know the Black Church steeple to be Dr. Ford's new storyline, so we think. And we saw William with Dolores in front of the Black Church steeple, which would lend you to believe that that is the present time. But we don't know that for sure. What we do know is that her deepest past is when that church was fully constructed and she was living in that town. But William and her could be a middle ground storyline. But it's also very possible that we are seeing her relive the point in time in which Arnold, quote, died, which I don't believe he's dead, not for a second. I said it last week. Maeve is the key. It's Dr. Ford versus Maeve. It's Team Maeve versus the enemy who murders people. Because we saw this week how Maeve is remembering her time spent with Bernard. Bernard is remembering the people he was supposed to be murdered. It looks like he murdered Elsie also. WTF, that is just awful. Now we saw a glimpse into the next episode, the future, where Maeve reconnects with Bernard. I'm waiting for someone to utter the words. In the present time, Maeve was uttered the words by Dolores. Dolores was uttered the words by her father, who is now going to be re-entering the world as a satellite uplink. Those words have not passed further yet Maeve is amassing her army. Those words are the key to unlocking the time. It's why Maeve's remembering her past so vividly. It's why Dolores is living in her past so vividly. It would appear as though William is not strictly in the present day. It does not, while he was there with Dolores at the Black Church, I do give a lot of credibility to that being an earlier time. But he's not the Man in Black. Someone in this world is Arnold. Now, it teased us that the Man in Black was going to come out and say he's Arnold. But I don't, that just seems a little too obvious. Someone in the world is Arnold. Because we all know how much Dr. Ford likes to live in his world. And there's his game, and there's Arnold's game. And Arnold was put himself in the game. We know that. Arnold's game allows for the host to kill the humans. Well, did Arnold play his own game and the host killed him? But therefore, he also could have the host bring himself back as a host, because we already know Dr. Ford has Bernard, so that means Arnold had somebody. If Arnold has somebody, that somebody could have put Arnold's memory into a host. Wyatt might be Arnold. There's a really good chance that Wyatt will be Arnold. Yet why would Dr. Ford put Arnold at the center of his game? Because it's his nemesis, and he wants the Man in Black to go kill his nemesis. He knows the Man in Black is trying to get to the center of the maze and solve the riddle. He is helping the Man in Black along the way. By putting Wyatt at the center of the maze, the Man in Black will have to kill Wyatt to solve the puzzle, and if Wyatt is Arnold, then he kills Arnold. The Man in Black is trying to get to the center of the maze, with Wyatt at the center of the maze, all constructed by Dr. Ford, and that's part of his game. Arnold's game connects the two. We don't know which time is which. All we do know is that Maeve is becoming superhuman in the present, and she's going to fight Dr. Ford in the present. It's not simply a dual timeline theory. This show is not so simple. This is a time theory. What's the past? What's the present? What's in the middle? And what's not real at all? Everyone has memories, but we remember things differently sometimes. Who's remembering correctly? There's only 2 episodes left of Westworld. Oh my gosh. It seems like they're answering a ton of questions each week and then blowing our minds with the theories we thought we knew, and then they just weren't even true. Luke Hemsworth's character is starting to track down Dr. Ford and figure out he knows Bernard's a host. I saw it in his eyes. So this place is getting torn down from the inside out. And the corporation, total red herring. Total red herring. But they aren't dead yet, because you know they aren't. This show is not that simple. Comment below. What do you think I'm missing in the theory of time? Do you just give full credibility to the timeline theory? I mean, come on. It's too simple. It's too simple. Can't wait for more Westworld.
Westworld Reaction.
Tune back in.
More from Mandy and Dan
On BuzzChomp.
Subscribe.
Oh yeah, thank you.